to Bryce Tinley Music. So today we're just going to cover some nice easy basics. We're going to cover each note on the strings, the open strings. And then we're going to cover the musical alphabet, which, as you can tell, is the musical alphabet. It just helps you find all the notes on the guitar, as well as it gives you a way better understanding of all musical theory because you kind of understand how the notes will work. Okay? Nice and simple stuff. So let's start with the notes on each string. So, the notes are, starting on the highest string, E, B, G, D, A, and then E again. E. The easiest way to remember this, I found, is to make an acronym. The one that I learnt when I first started was Easter Bunny goes dancing at Easter. Okay? So, Easter Bunny goes dancing at Easter. E, B, G, D, A, E. Easiest way to remember it. Okay? Remembering that this is the low E because it's lower. The high E because the note itself is higher. Okay, so that should be nice and easy. If you want to make up your own acronym, you do you. I always found the dirtier I make the acronym, the easier it is to remember, but that's your business. So, from now on, for the rest of the lessons, it is assumed knowledge that you will know each note of the open strings. Pause the video and take your time learning them. Don't feel rushed. But let's move on to the musical alphabet. So, the way the musical alphabet works is it encompasses all 12 notes. Okay? So, what happens is, let's just start with A. So we go all the way from A to G is the musical alphabet, and then it just loops back around on itself. Does that make sense? So, A would go all the way through to G, G sharp in this case, and then we'll just loop right back. So, this is an A note. If we went every single note 12 times up to here, that is another A note. And then it would all continue again, infinitely, if the guitar was infinitely long. Okay, but now let's go over it just a little bit so the understanding's even better. So the way this works is if you're going to write it out, which I recommend you do, it's going to go A, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp. Now, the easiest thing to remember, if you remember that the letter B and the letter E have no sharps, you'll always be right when you're trying to find notes on the string. Okay? So if you remember that the animal B has no sharps, you'll be fine. Okay? Now, when you're finding all the notes on the guitar, what you want to do is, now that we know what each of our open strings are, we now know where all the notes on these strings are. So if we go to our A string, that is an A note when you play it openly. A note. Okay? Now, by logic, when I'm looking at my chart, the next note on the A string is going to be A sharp. Okay? So A sharp. Then the next one, according to our musical alphabet, B. So A sharp, B, and you just follow it through. Just go through the alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So A sharp, B, C, because B has no sharps, remember? No sharps for B. So B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E. Now, we know that the E has no sharps, right? Because we know that the animal B has no sharps. So go straight to C. C sharp, G, G sharp, and then we are back at A. Same note. And again, it would just continue. A sharp, B, C. It's just going to go forever, right? Pretty cool, huh? So, if we're going to look at the E string, the low E string, It's the same thing. The only difference is, instead of starting here at A, start here at E. Yeah? That's, we know, because of Easter Bunny Goes Dancing at Easter. This is an E note when it's strummed openly. E. Meaning, according to our little list, that has to be F, because there's no sharps for E, as we know. F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, because there's no sharps for B, C sharp, D, D sharp, and then back to E. Same note. You could do this for all the strings if you wanted to. I don't recommend it. I would suggest that you learn all the notes on the top 2 strings. Simply because those are the main strings we root chords off. Okay? So in later episodes I'll talk about bar chords, and I'll talk about power chords, and I'll talk about the cage system. And all of those chords are rooted mainly off the E and the A string. So if you know that this is a D note and you know that this is an A note, everything else is going to be very easy for you, okay? It's going to come quite naturally. Okay, this is also a good time to practice warming up your fingers and also to get that callous strength of your hands, which takes time. Okay, so I recommend that you go and practice this. Write it out. That always helps me. Draw a B, whatever it is you need to do. But that's it for this lesson, and until next time, enjoy playing guitar, and I'll see you next time.